Hey everyone, I'm sure you all recognize what it was I just showed you. It's a recycling tub issued by my local town of Clarksville, Indiana for mandatory recycling. We've had it for quite a while now, probably for more than 10 years. I'm sure that most of y'all live in towns and cities and so forth that require mandatory recycling, where they give you all an orange or yellow tub where you have to put your newspapers and cans and milk cartons and so forth, and then somebody from the government comes and picks it up for recycling, and then as a reward you get to pay a fee for that privilege in the process in order to keep the recycling office going. Hey, how generous of your local government. Well, recently the Clarksville Town Council voted here to do away with mandatory recycling, which, hey, I think that's a great thing. And now there's a group of citizens, whiners, complainers, moaners, who want mandatory recycling brought back. They want the Clarksville Town Council to vote to bring back mandatory recycling, which I am extremely opposed to that. Why? Because I believe in capitalism, in the free market. We have a local recycling place here called Riverside Recycling. Hey, if I want to recycle my newspapers, I'll just tie them all up, put them in my car, take them down to Riverside Recycling, and guess what? I get paid for the process. They pay me for those papers and cans and so forth. And that's the way to do things. That is the free market at work. You can tie your newspapers up, gather all your aluminum cans up, take them down to a local recycling place, give them to them, and they'll pay you for it. And that's the way to handle recycling. That recycling should not be the role of government. That is not a valid role of your local government to mandate recycling. I mean, because one thing, it increases their costs. I mean, it takes taxpayer dollars to run the recycling program, to man the office, to send the people out to collect all your stuff. That's why they charge you a fee every year to do it. Or if you do it yourself, take your own newspapers and cans down to a local privately owned recycling place. That place will pay you for turning in newspapers and cans. And that's the way to do things. That is the free market at work. Now, for those of you who don't like that idea, who don't want to fool with the hassle of having to take your newspapers and cans down to a recycling place, I'm sure there's plenty of people in your neighborhood, in your community, who would be more than happy to come by your house and pick up your newspapers and cans and take them to the recycling place themselves, and they get the money for it. Either way, mission accomplished. Recycling can be accomplished without mandatory government involvement. What do you all think? Do you agree, disagree? Tell me your thoughts. If your town or community were to get rid of mandatory recycling, would you applaud the decision? Or would you bitch and whine and moan saying, oh my God, they're going to wreck the environment? I mean, come on, people. Let the free market work. I applauded Clarksville's decision to get rid of mandatory recycling, and I am very opposed to any move among people to get mandatory recycling brought back. Those are my thoughts. Hey, what are yours?